G'day One Watt Fly Squad, welcome back to another Thursday trip report. I'm at Sydney Airport Terminal 2 and today I'm flying Virgin Australia economy class from Sydney to Melbourne on one of the world's busiest air routes. Now let's go in and check in. This is Sydney Airport Terminal 2 at around 8:30 in the morning. The crowds have come back to the airport thanks to the reopening of international and domestic borders here in Australia. International tourists, however, have to wait for a bit longer. On the 21st of February 2022, Australia will finally reopen to international tourists. I can skip the long queue today thanks to my Virgin Australia Gold status. I have a lot of bags to check in today because I just came back from overseas. After checking in, I went straight to security and into the Virgin Australia lounge. They've closed off half of the lounge today because there's not a lot of people. This is one of Virgin's older lounges in their network. In the Virgin Sydney lounge, the furniture is getting a bit outdated. The seats all look quite similar, just in different colours. Nonetheless, they're still quite comfortable for a short visit. It's perfectly fine for a domestic lounge. Now moving on to food, Virgin Australia has drastically improved their offerings here. Buffet station is still here, but since COVID has started, you can't grab your own food. You'll need to tell the staff what you want to eat and drink, and they'll plate it or make it for you. As always, I ordered a chai latte to go with my brekkie. So my travel partner got Vegemite on toast and a waffle. I got waffle and a ham and cheese croissant, as well as a yogurt. The food here is totally beyond my expectation. The fact that my ticket is about $60 to Melbourne, I am really impressed. The food tasted great as well, and the chai latte absolutely amazing. Just a little feedback is that the egg in the croissant was quite dry. I thought it was going to be runny, and there was a piece of hair attached to my waffle. I thought, well, maybe it's mine because it's black, but it can't be because it's actually attached in it. We didn't stay long in the lounge. Afterwards, we moved on to boarding our flight to Melbourne. Hi.
Cool, thank you.
Hi.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome on board Virgin Australia 737. It's great to be back on a Virgin plane. We're the first passengers to board today, and sooner than later we found our seats 10A and C. Here's my wing view today, pretty good. The boarding process was done really quickly today because some passengers board through the rear of the aircraft. I'll now go through the seat features. So every seat features a little coat hook. You'll find a tray table. You can't fold it, but you can certainly move it back and forth. And then here you'll find a seat pocket with a safety card and a menu. Here's another extra pouch. And legroom is pretty good, about 30 inches. Every seat comes with a comfortable headrest. It's adjustable, really nice.
Shortly we'll close the doors, get underway. Flight time today, just under 1 hour and 15 minutes. The weather in Melbourne, short time ago, 22 degrees, clear skies, a light northerly breeze blowing in the field. Once we do get underway, Kieran will update you on the arrival details once again.
You can enjoy free entertainment on your own device, including movies, TV shows and children's entertainment. You'll need to connect to the Virgin Australia Wi-Fi network and then open our Virgin Australia entertainment app. Crew looking after you in the cabin is Christy, Alicia and Alana. If you're using, give your attention or we take you on through the safety demonstration.
About face masks. They might not be ideal, but they are mandatory. So thanks for wearing yours. Just make sure it covers your nose and mouth and that you keep it on throughout the flight. Smoking isn't allowed on any Virgin Australia flight. That goes for e-cigarettes too.
Cabin crew, be seated for takeoff. coffee and water is always complimentary. To minimise movement and to avoid gathering in the aisle, please stay in your seat wherever possible. If you need the toilets, please stay seated until they're available. The room costs will be eliminated on the overhead toilet zone wherever the toilets are in use. And remember, you must properly wear a face mask throughout the flight. It can be removed for a short period and need to eat or drink. So now please sit back, relax, and enjoy your 1 hour development flight down to Melbourne.
It's a very short flight to Melbourne today, so the cabin crew wasted no time and began the meal service shortly after we took off.
Please get a black tea.
So nowadays on Virgin Australia domestic economy class, you don't get free food. However, coffee, tea and water are still free. Today on this flight, I got a black tea, no milk, no sugar. There's no TV or magazines on board, however there is Wi-Fi and you can only use it for the entertainment app, which you'll have to download before your flight. The app however did not work on our flight today. Both my neighbours are sleeping, so I can't visit the lavatory and show you around. I'm so sorry.
At this stage it looks like we have you touching down us early on this American aircraft about 11:15. About 15 minutes ahead of schedule. We're travelling to Melbourne. It's a very nice day. Short time ago, 32 degrees, still increasing up to top around 35 later this afternoon. These guys currently with a wind out of the northeast and a possibility of a few thunderstorms much later Sabo. Approach sector slanting towards the north, but coming in from the east, so must be used especially the CBD of the side of the aircraft. Approach to Melbourne. When you journey with us, look forward to finding someone to get thanks for flying us here at Virgin Australia. Have a great day.
Just as we begin our descent into Melbourne, Australia, the cabin crew came around the cabin to collect rubbish.
Ready for landing. Now's the time to put your seat upright, your tray table away, and open your window blinds. And to keep the aisle and exits clear, place your bags under the seat in front of you or in the lockers above. You can keep using large electronic devices until the seatbelt sign is switched on.
We're now approaching the end of the video, so I'll quickly conclude this trip report with Virgin Australia from Sydney to Melbourne right here, right now. So first of all, at Sydney Airport, I didn't have to join the long queue thanks to my gold status, so that made my life a lot easier. Also, I got extra baggage allowance thanks to my gold card again. So it was a really lovely start to my journey to Melbourne today. The lounge was absolutely amazing. The food was really good. However, just a bit annoying that there was a piece of hair attached to my waffle and the egg was a little bit dry. Also, the lounge seemed a little bit understaffed. There was a queue for the buffet as well, and I had to wait about 3 to 5 minutes until it was my turn to tell the staff what I wanted for food and drinks. But that's a common theme at the moment across Australia due to the low unemployment. A lot of businesses, including airlines, are trying to get people to work for them, but they can't get people. Anyway, overall the lounge was really good. The chai latte was amazing. The service was good, even though they were really understaffed. And the waffle was delicious. Our flight to Melbourne today was about 95% full. I didn't notice any empty seats in economy class at all. However, Economy X had about 6 to 7 empty seats. So for those who aren't familiar with Virgin Australia, Economy X is like Virgin Australia's Economy Plus. It's still economy class, you get the same service and food and drinks, but the seats got more legroom. The seat width is still the same. With regards to the service on board, our cabin crew today were really friendly. It was a really short flight, so we couldn't really interact with the cabin crew a lot today, but I could feel their friendliness. The seat was comfortable enough for a short haul flight. I really appreciated the headrest. However, I would also appreciate if they got a USB port or a power socket. Another thing to note is that Virgin Australia has updated their in-flight menu in economy class. They now got more options, including some secret menu items that you will have to ask the cabin crew. In terms of airfare, for this 1 hour flight on Google Flights, it's showing about 75 Australian dollars one way, including one checked bag. That's a really good deal, especially considering you got a free checked bag, and if you're a frequent flyer, you get another free checked bag and also a lounge visit. For myself though, this flight was about $60 because my itinerary today was Sydney to Melbourne and then to Adelaide. It was about $120 in total, so $60 each flight. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video today. I really hope that you enjoyed this shorter video. If you're new to my channel, I upload a new trip report every Thursday, 12 PM Hong Kong time. In Sydney or Melbourne, that's 3 PM every Thursday, or if you're from Adelaide, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. I'm available on several social media platforms, including Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram. I post stories as I travel on Snapchat and Instagram, so definitely check them out. I also offer YouTube and Patreon memberships if you're ever interested, or if you're interested in a one-off payment, so not a regular payment, PayPal is the way to go. Thank you for your kind and continuous support, and towards the end of the video you see my last Hong Kong vlog in my previous Hong Kong trip. So now enjoy the approach and landing into Melbourne, and see you in Hong Kong.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Melbourne Airport, where the local time has just gone 13 minutes past 11, so it's about 20 minutes ahead of schedule, and it's already very warm at 32 degrees. For everyone's safety, please keep your seatbelt fastened and the island exit's clear until the seatbelt sign above you has been switched off. Remember to take care when you're opening overhead lockers, and make sure you have everything before you leave. Also remember social distancing as you're leaving and while you're in the terminal. At this stage, we'll be leaving through the forward door only, and as we'll be refueling, smoking and the use of electronic cigarettes isn't allowed anywhere in the terminal. You can now use your handheld devices with flight mode switched off. Thank you for flying with Virgin Australia this morning. It certainly has been our pleasure having your company on board. On behalf of the entire crew, we wish you a warm welcome home to Melbourne. Otherwise, please have a safe onward journey. Good morning and welcome to Melbourne.
Bye.
Take
Thank
care now.
you.
Bye-bye.
Hello, welcome to Hong Kong, King Kong. This is my last day in Hong Kong and I'm feeling really sad. So today I'm catching up with my Hong Kong best friend. We met in secondary school while I was in Hong Kong for school. He's probably going to come to Australia for his uni exchange sometime this year, so I'm really keen for that. So we're at Duck and Waffle, a really famous British restaurant. I was a bit put off by the idea of having duck and waffle together, but oh, it was good. He then surprised me with this birthday little dessert, even though my birthday was like 3 days ago, but it was still really sweet. I don't arrive into Australia until after 3 days, but I'm doing my pre-departure test today. Because I'm going to England tomorrow, like I could do it there, but it's a lot cheaper to do it in Hong Kong. It's only about 40 Australian dollars and you get your results back in like 5 hours. In England it's like $300, it's ridiculous. So yeah, it's true, doing PCR in Hong Kong doesn't feel as bad when you do it in like Singapore or Australia. And she said it's because people in Hong Kong complained a lot, and it's the complaint culture that made PCR a whole lot more comfortable for the people who unfortunately have to do the test.
I just said my farewell to my grandma, my nephews, my niece and my sister.
Now waiting for the bus to the airport with my mum. There's no one but us going to the airport.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boston. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened and your cabin baggage stowed until the seatbelt sign has been turned off.